Hello, everybody. Okay. Hello, beautiful.
Hi, Mary.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm excited. So
Me
excited.
too.
Thank you so much for being here and sharing this amazing day. 2/22/22. 2, there's more twos, but we'll just stick with 2/22/22. So, um, I'm just excited to have you here on Dig into Dreams with Egyptian Princess 8, and just to be able to share a special day like this with you it's a true honor and privilege. So thank you for being here. And I did want to share a message. That's why tonight I kind of changed a little bit before we go into your interview and you featuring and all that good stuff. I just wanted to share a message because I felt God put that on my heart to say something today, especially because it is such a powerful day.
Yes.
So um, I'm going to share what I wrote so that way it can be fully expressed and I don't forget anything. so, so here goes. I was looking at the definition of love. And, the definition of love is strong affection for another arising out of kinship or personal ties. Now, we tend to focus on love as being just loving other people and not so much ourselves. And that's what I really wanted to talk about, ourselves. So, learning to love oneself is an art. Cultivating through the different stages of our evolution of self love is so important. We are not all taught to put ourselves first, to give love from a full heart. We all want to be loved from family, friends, significant others. However, the highest level of love is first the love of oneself. So I urge you to start learning more ways of self love because this day, Tuesday, 2/22/22, also, of course, knowing that it is the second month of the year, it is the second day of the week, that the greatest of all loves is self love. When we learn to fully love ourselves, mind, body, and spirit, we exude an energy, light, love to be able to pour out in a healthy way, loving others from a healed, safe place. We are here to love and serve others. However, if you constantly give and give without learning to replenish your heart and soul, then that's when you are no longer giving wholeheartedly. You are depleting your cup. I know we are here, you know, we hear this from a lot of other coaches and people, and they say these things, but sometimes we don't listen. So I just wanted to remind you, in order to pray and manifest the things you want in life, start by loving yourself.
Mm.
Learn everything you do, love about you. Stop putting conditions on yourself and beating yourself for past failures. You can't go back in time. Yesterday is yesterday. Live for today, and if you're blessed to wake up tomorrow, don't take it for granted. Shine your gifts and talents. Laugh more at yourself. Laugh more each day. Exercise your face muscles to earn those special wrinkles, which is a privilege to earn. Enjoy the journey in life. And my prayer for everyone listening and every heart beating in this world is that you live your life to the fullest. Shut down the naysayers' voices. Hear the voice of God that He gave you to fulfill the visions He put inside you. You are magic, made from stardust, and will return to dust again one day. Imprint your magic onto someone else. So remember, be grounded, write your book, pick up a paintbrush, take that camera and start capturing pictures, sing that song professionally, create that design of how that looks like to you. Possibilities are endless. take the limits off, and live your life, dear beautiful stars. So that's my message to everyone for today. And I'm going to share just a couple of poems because I love to talk about love and write about love. And so I must share just a couple because, you know, it's important.
Yes.
Yes. So from my If My Body Was a Canvas of Words, I have a couple pieces from there and a couple pieces from my latest book. They're pretty short, so I won't take too much of everybody's time. Sunflower and Strawberry Fields. Come with me through sunflower and strawberry fields. Let my fiery passion reign over you, strengthening your soul to fly higher than an airplane, telling the untold story of real companionship, where a man and woman connect for the celebration of each other, where the word support becomes much more than just a word. The understanding of depth between being the vertebrae between backbones carrying through each other's crises, knowing the weaknesses and finding the way to pull each other by the hands, praying together to seek greater understanding of wisdom, of what love really is, a beautiful sacrifice. Thank you. Thank you. Gatekeeper of love. I have been the gatekeeper of love, like a needle penetrating the skin, drawing blood. I pour into so many people. I'm waiting for my transfusion of love to fill my heart by one man. See, I'm not looking for memoirs of fantasy anymore. It's that overflow of new every morning love with a dew kiss on fresh cut green grass that sparkles at 7 a.m. It's that laughter of kids running through sprinklers leaping with joy. It's that first bite into a hot fudge caramel sundae with almonds. It's the caress of water cleansing your skin as you embrace each day, rejuvenating your body. It's the sun piercing the sky, turning clouds into auburn fires. It's the warmth of a bed comforter on a rainy day. It's my desire to share all my favorite things and how I will shower you with all I have to give, which is more than you can imagine. See, when you thirst for the kind of affection that I seek, your vision of the one transpires to a deeper worth, a hunger for more of what I know I deserve. I am an eagle flying, waiting to meet her equal in my journey of love. So, If My Body Was a Canvas of Words, that's where those are from. And then, thank you. And then, oh yes, so my new book, Cairo Meets Queens, just released. I'm so excited. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the support and you being there. Truly made my night amazing by you supporting me and just speaking for me and sharing one of my favorite poems. Oh my gosh, I love that poem. So thank you for the magic. And in this book, some of you are aware or don't know, but this is actually my artwork on the front and back and also throughout. And there is a specific piece that does go, it's called The Kiss by Gustav Klimt, and this is my version of it. And it goes with this particular poem called My Favorite Kiss. You are my favorite kiss. Touch, smile, sunlight. My fingers love stroking your body softly, feeling a peace I've longed for. You are my favorite kiss as you touch me gracefully. In that moment, I feel like Snow White with her prince, except it's EP8 with her king. I am afraid of awakening from that momentous bubble. See, I see the boy in you as you see the girl in me, healing each other through physical touch and quality time. When we confess our innermost secrets, releasing the buried lessons of suffering as we hold each other swaying, kissing majestically. I want to keep touching you like an instrument strumming your chest, wings that fold over me, holding me safely. You are a shooting star, touching so many lives, yet you're imprinting on my heart sacred hieroglyphic love notes eternally. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Love that piece.
Thank you. And for my final piece, Uncharted Waters. Your lips have kissed other women. I would like to believe they were merely practicing until they kissed mine. Your hands and body touched other women, learning to prepare how to touch mine. Your heart was tangled and mangled, finally set free to allow one more heart to connect with you. I question, is it my heart? It's okay to be scared. Hell, I'm scared. However, I'm running on faith that this love thing isn't just made up in fairy tales. This beauty may have met her charming beast, who respects her body, cherishing the mere time in each other's presence without even touching. Just laughter like 5-year-olds who play, yet we are in adult mud of life so silly, poking at truths shared secretly, releasing toxins poured into us without permission. Negative words drowning us in sorrow, stripping us from our true selves. Are we going to open up the blocked arteries, allowing the love, the blood to flow, unblocking fears, hunches, impossibilities, to be truly set free to love the way our grande corazones were meant for? I remain hopeful, this time waiting for answers. I'm not sure I'm ready. In either direction we flow. Thank you so much for hearing me tonight in my message and some of my poetry. And yes, again, Cairo Meets Queens. It's out on Amazon, or hit me up and you get special gifts if you do purchase it from me. So thank you for listening. And now for the real exciting portion of this night is with Heather Parker. Yes, woo-hoo, Funky Sunshine. I'm so happy you're here. My friend, soul sister. We have connected through poetry, and we've connected through as artists. We've grown as entrepreneurs, and we've seen each other release things, people, and things that no longer serve us. And we have, right? And, and we've had many great adventures, and so much fun, joy, tears, and just aha moments. And so that's why I'm very excited to interview you in particular today of all days, because you and I have experienced these aha moments, and that's part of what today's about. Manifesting and believing and just feeling all the feels, praying for whatever you pray for or who you pray to, all those things. Like today, this is a powerful day for everyone and in all your beliefs. And so I wanted someone in particular to share that with, and that's why I wanted it to be you. So thank you for being here. I'm going to read your bio and then get into the questions, and then we're going to hear some of your good poetry. So, yes. Heather Parker is a Reiki master, teacher, poet, clairsentient, lioness who loves love and loves supporting people to heal traumas while also supporting them in believing in love again. She is from Glendale, California, graduated from Cal State University of Los Angeles with a degree in liberal studies. She loves creativity, family, friends, being in nature, and spending time with her partner and their dog. Yay. All right.
Yay.
So, my dear, let's go. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it.
Let's do it.
Yes. Describe how art is important to society.
Oh, good grief.
Yes, it is a serious interview.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Ooh. Art and its importance to society.
Yes.
Yes. Mm. Mm. Oh, there society, man,
Mm-hmm.
as
Mm-hmm.
in mankind, uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
can easily be entertained with their selves,
Mm-hmm.
like, and make structures to serve self,
Right.
which I find distances us from our authentic creative nature. Like, and it and then it puts some pressure on, oh, it needs to look like this or it needs to look like this.
Right?
Yeah. Art is is a personal expression. And
Yes.
while yes, I there we need standards of some sort. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and maybe I'm going off tangent here a little bit. Um, hmm, it's like art is our way of creating something. Like creator has designed so many beautiful things, ourselves included, and
Yep.
how magical that
Mm-hmm.
is. I mean,
Right.
looking at the fine details of designing a flower
Yes.
and there being like 12,000 flowers,
Right.
you know,
Right.
or trees or fish,
Yeah.
birds, people,
Yeah.
like even when you come from the same family, there's still variances. And it's like that with art, but there
Mm-hmm.
needs to be that space
Mm-hmm.
for that expression,
Yes.
um, which creates a balance. So
Yes.
instead of it just being your societal norms or whatever your agreed upon, um, the consensus of what our rules are and how we're doing X, Y, and Z,
Right.
which can be crazy
Yeah.
since people don't always have an easy time in agreeing. So,
Right.
um, yeah, and art, like, just from like a teaching perspective with kids and learning, just art and learning that over and over and over again, studies show how the arts, whether it's music or drawing or
Right.
dance or writing, creative
Yes.
writing, and how that enhances life for children and um,
Yes.
also amplifies their learning abilities.
Right.
No different than the teachers that we hear about who came up with a cool rhyme to help their kids learn the alphabet or learn whatever.
Yes.
Um, so it's it's like necessary in the
Mm-hmm.
same way air and water are necessary, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So, what advice do you have for writers, young writers that are aspiring writers? So, what would you advise them? What would you give them as far as some wisdom to assist? What would you say?
Mm. Writers, young writers, anyone venturing into writing,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, just pick up a pen. I'm I'm good with typing things out, yet there's something I find to be very therapeutic just in writing it out.
Yes.
Um, so writing and then surround yourself with other writers. Go to listen to people
Yes.
who write, whether it's storytelling or spoken word or poetry
Right.
readings or um, anything of that nature. And at, again, the teaching aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Reading and writing go hand in hand. So,
Yes.
writing, read
Right.
and write, all of
Right.
it. Because one, one, not everybody hears and not everybody can see. So there's all, however that works. And
Right.
wow, what a time to be alive with all the tools available
Right.
to people um, who might not have the same abilities
Yeah.
um, with senses and stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Get the process of being able to get uh, another person's style or experience, their life experience,
Right.
and how that can affect you as someone who's writing and just give you more depth and perspective in what
Mm-hmm.
you bring to the table.
Right.
And then also just allow yourself to bring it.
Yeah.
Because a
Yeah.
lot of times we get this little crazy voice. Um, I call it the kooky voice. And it likes to tell me what I can't not do.
Right. Right.
Do that, you're gonna look stupid. Well, oh well,
Right.
and it takes practice to get to that point too.
It
Yet
does. It does.
having an awareness of whatever that voice is that's telling you to stop or you can't do that, you're not good enough. Well, okay, so
Right.
what? If I'm not good enough today, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get any better by not doing something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take the leap, regardless. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what was an early experience where you learned that language had power?
Hmm. That's so interesting. That's a really great question, Mary. Um, Let me get some water. Ooh. Um, I hmm. Language, like language or just words.
Language.
Oh,
I mean, if
okay.
you want it, I mean, either way, you can take it either way, whatever way you want to take it. However, the question speaks to you.
Okay. Well, okay. So language. When I think of language, I'm thinking about how I'm how I'm crafting something. So I speak Spanish and English. So
Hmm.
um, word like how you phrase or craft a sentence, where you're putting your verbs and your nouns and
Yeah.
um, the subject matter, whether you're speaking in first person or
Hmm. Right.
third person, is uh, very important.
Correct.
Um, and since you're talking about manifesting earlier and setting intentions and um, for me being clear about what it is I'm saying or what it is, how I'm thinking about it,
Right.
um, that would definitely be in my 20s, like um, when I was part of church. I'm
Hmm.
sorry. Um, it was, I'm very sensitive to hearing things. So we'd be sitting there and someone would start praying, Father God, and can you tell me what this is, Father God? And please bless the branches on the tree, Father God. And something, 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 Father God.
Right.
And it was like, dude, nobody talks to anybody like that. What are you doing?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
that gave me an awareness of how disconnected we can be from
Right.
what it is we're communicating.
Hmm.
And uh, that's with ourselves, with our higher power, and with people in general. And um, yeah, that that would be one. And then the next one would be when my brother um, was in recovery and they had this family like group healing, talking, sort
Hmm.
things out with each other,
Yeah.
time once a week. And I learned the importance of speaking from the first person when my feelings were hurt or I was expressing myself,
Hmm.
and how once I was able to do, when this happened, I felt,
Right.
and how that shifted the energy and created a space that was a lot more open.
Hmm.
So just two examples uh, that were impactful to me in looking at one, the language, and also I think it comes down to presence of mind and being.
Yes. Yes. Indeed. When did you find your passion for poetry and becoming a writer or poet your dream?
Mm, okay, that's two-part question. Poetry. I've always enjoyed poetry.
Okay.
um, Shel Silverstein is
Mm.
one of my
Yes.
favorite
Yes.
um,
Yes.
poets, writers, authors.
Yes.
Um, I still have my books, like
Yes.
from when I was a kid. I have those books.
Yes.
um, of course, Dr. Seuss. That's fun. Um,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then it was in junior high
Yes.
with I see her face all the time.
Hmm.
Um, because she always had a little more blush than she might have needed. Mrs. Edmonton, I think. I mean, it's been 30 years, so don't judge me. Um, I loved her. She was one of my favorite English teachers, and she made reading some of these texts that were completely and generally European or American, not a whole lot of depth or variety.
Hmm.
However, just going on those things like um, that really sparked something
Mm.
in me then. And then I I dabbled in poetry as a teenager. However, it didn't become this thing where I was like, gosh, this is so like I need this.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, until I want to say it was after my dad died.
Mm.
Um, so probably 2008, 2009, mm-hmm, that I started playing with it and
Hmm.
associating with other poets. And of
Hmm.
course, that didn't take long for me because I kept meeting people everywhere.
Right.
Oh, and then it just expanded. Like
Right.
my, and then people will tell me, "Oh, you you have a book. You have a book you need to write." I
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, okay." Um, and it's true. I feel like there's a few, and honing in and really tuning into um my soul, and letting that emerge is
Hmm.
where I'm at now.
Yes. Yes. So, what literary pilgrimages have you gone on?
Okay. I need your help now. So, what
Okay.
do you mean by literary pilgrimage?
Okay. So, you know how, of course, for example, Malcolm X went to Mecca. He went on his pilgrimage.
Yes.
So he needed to go on his spiritual path and do that. So
Yes.
as a writer, what pilgrimage did you go on? Or have you gone? Let's just go that way. Maybe
Oh,
like workshop retreat somewhere that you went specifically in the mountains per se, like just as an example. Or maybe you, over the years, you did something specific for your writing that is part of your journey as a search
okay.
to discover
Okay.
your writing.
Cool. Got it. Okay. I think yeah, I would say three specifically.
Awesome. Okay.
Um, my first was um going to an open mic.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. And that was huge to just open myself up
Mm-hmm.
um to other people, and then also to experience feedback
Mm.
um
Right.
in a loving space, because my first open mic was at the speakeasy with Lady Bosco and
Mm.
um,
Yes.
Big Docs, and sometimes um, Damon Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yes. Yes.
and yeah, it was at that time where I was breaking up with my church. And
Mm-hmm.
that was painful, and
Mm-hmm.
um, I felt unsure of so much,
Mm-hmm.
and that really helped me find my grounding
Mm.
for myself.
Mm.
Um, and then the second one would be when I participated in the community literature initiative with Hiram Sims,
Mm.
um, and taking that coursework, because it is coursework,
Mm-hmm.
just to
Yes.
applying to it and being accepted and attending art
Right.
classes and workshopping poems and experiencing poem in a different way with different people.
Yeah.
Um, that was also um, something that has shaped how I do poetry, or um, again with the feedback, like
Right.
um, being
Mm-hmm.
being able to hear, like, to write something and then hear someone offer their perspective on how that might sound more fluid if you use this word here.
Right.
Um, and
Right.
since I am sensitive, um, that that's really a thing, to just go, okay, I
Hmm.
need to look out beyond myself so I can get a bigger picture, and
Right.
maybe I need to work on something more. And that also takes some humility, or can be humbling, both.
Right.
I mean, so that, and then the third one is now. Um,
Okay.
I Christina Dunbar, uh, she works with women and also with people, like children in schools and things, to find your voice and express. And this is a deeper, it feels to me like uh hmm, metamorphosis. It's a emerging, a safe, welcoming space to be in and just pour out. So
Hmm.
I'm in the middle of that. So you'll have to check back with me in the
Awesome.
summertime.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So this question, I think, is the right time for this one along the lines of where we are. So, do you view writing as a kind of spiritual practice?
Oh, for me, sure. Yes. For me, sure. Um, One, because a lot of stuff just comes out, and it's um while there are times it's absolutely an intentional um expression, um other times it just pours through. And that isn't just with poetry. Like with my business, I have a blog, and I do that at least once a week. So that's definitely in there.
Right.
Yeah. And the same with if I'm writing a card, which I also
Yeah.
love doing, that is also spiritual and part of my spiritual practice, whether
Yeah.
I'm telling someone what I appreciate about them,
Right.
or I'm thanking them for
Hmm.
how they showed up, or a gift they gave, or just being present. So
Yes.
all of that. It, yes.
Yeah. So, talking about your business, when did you decide that Reiki was something that not just you experiencing it, but now you wanted to become an actual master? You wanted to become a teacher. When did that hit you that you wanted to become a Reiki master or teacher?
Hmm. Well, after experiencing it for the third time, and didn't all happen consecutively, it was spread out probably over a period of 2 years or so. And by the third time, it came into my awareness. Um, and and then the people would also be like, "Oh, you know, there's just something about your energy," and I'd be like, "Oh, okay,
Right. Right. Right.
thank you. I
Hmm.
need to explore this. I really need to explore this." So I waited, and um, I'm I'm very particular about when I do things. There's plenty of classes that I could take. The
Yeah.
dog needs the dog needs to go outside. Pardon, pardon.
No problem.
Thank you. He has little creature friends outside, and I guess they were calling him for something.
That's all good.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, it's like I'll wait so that I know. Yeah, this is my confirmation. Yes, this is when I'm supposed to do it, and this is where I'm supposed to do it. So there was a Reiki class by my house.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, I, you can't drop it any more in my lap than actually dropping it in my lap. So
Right.
um, I signed up, and when I was in the class, that was it for me. You know, first I was just like, I need to explore what this is. And then she kept talking, and then it was like, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I get it. And, you know, coming from, well, yeah, after running my dad's business with my mom for way too long, um,
Yes.
it this was something that really clicked. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. Um, and that was like 2014,
Mm-hmm.
15, 14, whatever. I should look up stuff there on the wall. Um, yeah, and then I got to, you know, after taking some time with it and really finding my flow with
Right.
Reiki, then I was attuned in the third level, which is the master level. Um, and that was before I moved to Atlanta, which was
Mm-hmm.
exciting for me. Like, oh, okay, cool, because I could do this anywhere. This isn't,
Right.
I
Right.
could, I could literally be anywhere.
Yeah.
And with distance healing and remote healing, mostly I do that by phone. I know some practitioners do it on video.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's if that's what someone wants, sure.
Right.
Otherwise, you might fall asleep. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And my vision is getting clearer. So, um, I'm excited. I'm
Yes.
excited for what's next. Hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What piece of advice would you tell your younger self that you wish you knew?
Oh, that's great. That is so great. Um, hmm.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite questions because the thing is, I always love what every artist has said so far because I know someone's listening that's probably half our age. At some point, they're going to see this video, and just something that you say could save them from something they're afraid of or something that they need to tap into. And then they hear this just one little magical word that you could say, it could happen to just, you know, help them on their path.
Yes. Um, mm, there's a couple, so I'm okay. The first one that came was be choosy.
Mm, that's good. That's good.
Mhm.
Yes. Mm,
With romance and friends.
yes.
Alike.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, I like that question too.
Okay, so who are your biggest artistic influences?
Hmm. Mhm. Wow. Okay. 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 Um. Well, I have to. I have to start off with Lady Bosco. Um.
Definitely.
And here's why.
Definitely.
Well, one, that being my first open mic, and her presence,
Mhm.
um, and her ability to speak directly to the heart.
Yes.
Um, and I think I could say, like, where I'm at now, it's unedited. It's raw and
Hmm. Yes.
mhm. um. Let me see. I mean, just poetically. Good grief. Um, that okay. Amel Larue. She's so beautiful and vulnerable and um soft,
Mm.
open in her music and how she writes. Hmm. Um, another another artist that comes to mind is Mama Riverdia. Um, there's something so regal about her presence,
Mm.
and she's one of the few poets that I've seen. I'm sure there are others. She's one of the few that can read and not be glued down. Like I don't even know how she does it, but she's just so regal. And um, wow. Okay, so then Ava DuVernay, she
Yes. Yes. Yes.
um,
Yes.
like her craftsmanship and how she thinks, and she's definitely influencing my life
Hmm.
currently. Um, uh, Pharrell, Pharrell Williams,
Yes. Absolutely.
um, creativity and focus and mindset and gosh. And
Yes.
that's just like current of what I can bring to my mind. I mean,
No, that's perfect. That's
um,
perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
because there's so many, so many.
Oh, yeah. Oh, totally. Totally.
We could do this all night.
That's right. That's right. Who's the one person, living or dead, you want to spend the day with, and where would you go? And I hope you don't mind me asking you that question.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Um, no, I don't mind. uh, other than, gosh, that's such a hard, like, just one.
I know. I know.
Um,
Okay, I'll make it easy on you. I'll do exception. I did an exception for someone else. So I'm gonna do you an exception. I'll give you three. You have to divide the day in three, though. Three
oh,
parts. It's one day
oh,
with three people. And where
okay,
would you go?
okay, okay. Um, mm, okay. So Maya Angelou,
Yes.
we could go to the park and have
Right.
one, or if she let me feed her, I'd be happy to do that too.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh. See, it's not even the living or the dead. It's or even the no, it is the amount. Because gosh, I could do this all day too.
I
Um,
understand.
okay, so aspiration, for real, again, where? The studio.
Yes, yes.
Uh, let's see. Um,
Mhm.
hmm, 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 hmm. And then I was like, my dad.
Yeah, yeah.
We could
Where would
walk
you
down the
go?
street. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah. So let's say, someone in the near future hears you at an open mic. And this person, comes and they're a moneymaker, obviously. They've got that money going on. They are well to do, all those good things, they're some entrepreneur that's making it big.
Okay.
Let's say, yeah, they're making it big in their life. So they've got this extra money that they are happy to give to a wonderful artist such as yourself. And they decide, you know what? I like that Heather Parker, that Funky Sunshine. I really like her poetry. There's something about it, and I want to invest in her. So let's say this person gives you $5 million. What would you do with the 5 million?
Hmm. That's a beautiful sum of money. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, um, I would sign up for like 3 more Christina's writing circles. They're like 10 weeks.
Okay.
um, yeah, and it seems kind of silly to buy. I would go buy some really nice ink pens.
Okay.
um, I buy. I, there's no limits to where I can put the money.
No.
Okay,
Do
so
whatever you want.
then I might buy some stock and definitely put some money up. Um, maybe buy some equipment, right? And pay off my mother's mortgage.
Mm,
And um, and then I would also want to give some money to um, people who are helping kids,
mm,
um, or people who are fighting for the betterment of other people legally. Um,
mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
uh, pay for some. I would pay my partner some production fees
Hmm.
uh,
Yes.
and produce an album
Right.
on vinyl.
Yes. Yes.
Uh, yeah.
Hmm.
And I would then probably create some sort of retreat and
Yeah.
invite some teachers in, pay them participate, but also have it be
Hmm.
like a writing and healing retreat.
Yes.
Um, spread the love around.
Right. Right. Beautiful. Awesome.
Buy a car.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So, final question. It's a three-parter. It's the easy question. The fun facts. Top three favorite genres of music, top three foods, and top three colors.
Okay. R&B.
Yes.
Um, hip hop.
Yes.
And I really feel like I should qualify that. However, um, yeah, hip hop. And mm, then jazz.
Mm. Yes.
I don't mean Kenny G either. Um,
Okay.
and food, that's so easy.
Mhm.
Mexican
I knew you were going to say
food,
that first.
sushi.
Yes.
and
Mhm.
and breakfast food.
Okay.
Um, and then colors, great.
Yes.
Um, turquoise,
Yes.
red,
Yes.
and black.
And orange too, but
And orange. And coral.
yes. 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 Okay. So now we come to the awesome part of you featuring your poetry. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yes.
Cool.
Yes. And you see, I want you to see too that I'm totally celebrating wearing your lovely jewelry that you gave me here. And of course, my rose
Oh,
cord that I turned into a necklace. So just.
hey, those earrings go so well with your dress.
Why, thank you.
Like they were made for each other. Goodness. Okay. So I have them in different places, hence the
Okay.
glasses, because I'm
Yeah.
nearsighted. Hmm.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's set this party off right then.
Mm,
Um, you asked me about what I would tell my younger self. So let's
mhm.
start there.
Okay.
This is a letter to my younger self
Yes, that is a great poem.
from
Yes.
my book, Living the Lioness,
Yes.
Poetry in
Yes.
Life, Love, and Eros. Um,
Mm,
you can't get it on Amazon. It's better if you buy it from my publisher, though,
mhm,
because I get more money.
mhm. Right.
Or you can hit me up. I'll get you one too. Um, a letter to my younger self. Dearest HP, I wish I could reach back through time, grab you by the face, and tell you that I see you. I wish I could convince you hiding is unnecessary. The world is capable of holding you in all your glory and will in fact celebrate your beautiful shine. Yet I understand the challenge in believing something so wonderful to be possible when you feel invisible in your own home. One day her ignorance will make sense. She doesn't even know her pretending gave birth to this fear and doubt suffocating your brilliance. She's trying. You don't know this yet. However, people pleasing is a common pattern in alcoholic disease families. You will teach your mother how to be honest. It will suck because you ache for her to guide you. She is unable.
Mm,
I wish I could raise the depths of hell to warn you of its dangers, explain removing clothes with someone is a privilege, not a protocol. You are a goddess. Your body is a gift and yours to share with as you see fit, as you see fit. Sex may be physical, yet what happens when we love makes sex supernatural. Ascension is beautiful. Orgasms are healthy. Kissing someone can be more intimate than sexing. Take your time with it. Choose supple lips worth nibbling. Energy is real. If he feels ugly, then he is. It's okay to say no. A man who wants you will honor your boundaries. He will have his own. Sex is good. Be selective. It's okay to say no. I wish I could tell you everyone on the planet knows love. They do not. Humans often project their madness because dealing is not easy. Checking out appears easy. It never is. That thing will wait for you to sober, smack you in the nose, and shout its presence in your face so loud you think it's New Year's Eve. Your courage rivals the Empire State Building. Speak your truth. Some people go so long unseen, yet we all want to be. Love is able and holds still in the mirror while we squirm around avoiding ourselves. I wish I could prepare you for death. I mean, the terrible emptiness that ransacks the heart when dad is no longer here, or the ache in the pit of your stomach when you call him to share good news, only to remember he will not answer the phone this time. The inability to stop your body from shaking and rocking while wailing emerges from your throat. How life stands still and nothing even matters. And it's all okay.
Mm.
Grieving is healthy. I'm happy to tell you this love for words and pens and writing moves people beyond what you can imagine. Keep at it. It's powerful, beautiful, like you. Your soul is rare. Your essence brings joy to many. You find freedom in forgiveness and strength in humility. You are love's joy. I love and accept you.
Mm. Yes, I love that piece.
Thank you.
I love. That's
Thank you.
beautiful.
Yes.
Everybody needs to get to that point. Everyone needs to do that at some point because
Mm-hmm.
there's things that we don't like forgive ourselves. There's things that we don't let go of, and it keeps replaying and replaying and replaying. And it's like you need to just cut the cord. So it's like, it's like, we're done with this. You gotta separate from, yes, absolutely. Separate from that part of us that it's like, that's it. It no longer serves us. We're not there anymore. We've
Mm-hmm.
evolved. We're 20, 30 years later, and we're still beating ourselves up for things of the past, and we need to let go. So, yeah, coming to terms with writing that letter for yourself is so, so critical. Yeah, thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I was, yeah, like, I wasn't sure. I, I'm still feeling around
Hmm. Hmm.
for um, what wants to come out, and
Hmm.
it's a little strange.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm not completely grounded yet, so um, yeah, I'm gonna share
Hmm.
two pieces. We're good.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
you could do two, three. It's up to you.
okay. Okay, fine. um, so this is a piece that I wrote in 2015, and um, it's titled "Love is Spiritual."
Mm.
I used to battle demons vigorously, face and destroy them. My mind game was strong. I entertained the truth while cutting ties with the enemy. I could spot yours and commence surgery, remove spiritual leeches, witness you raise your hands to the sky, shouting out the Most High, deliverance is real. My faith was strong. If we just touch the hem, we too will be healed. I'm looking for my faith, my reasons to believe. Your demons are stronger than me. The closer we get, the harder they come for me. Walking away from you doesn't make sense. I'm not even sure it's possible. It's not what I want to do. I want to feel a mustard seed in my hand. I want to see victory with my third eye. Let me
Mm,
focus on the joy holding hands brings. Being silly for no reason. Let's let love breathe. Plant my toes in this dirt. Raise my hands and heart to the sky. Ask for forgiveness while my heart opens. Let the tears cleanse my spirit. God, purify me. I
mm,
surrender us to the Most High. Our
mm,
spirit's freedom is more important to me than my selfish gain. Loving you is loving me. God can make solid what your demons come to destroy. I pray in the spirit for you, healing our life force energy.
mm,
Love can set us free.
mm. Yes, yes. Love can set us free. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love.
Love.
Love is the answer.
Yes, it is. Love wins.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
Yes. My friend Ed says that all the time. Love is the answer. And I'm like,
Mm.
it is.
It is. It is.
Yeah, it really is.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Um, so in learning to just let my soul come through,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I uh am practicing just writing and letting it come out. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so I think I'm gonna do this one just because Mary, when for the listeners, Mary is being very sensitive to me because I uh, lost my aunt yesterday, and um, yeah, yesterday was hard. Um, so when I said I'm not exactly grounded yet, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
And I did write this yesterday.
Mm.
Um, so I will just give it to you. My aunt died today. I'm at work, or should I say, my body is at work, but not me. My heart is with my mother. I hated leaving her to come to this place void of meaning and relevance. I don't have sick leave or paid holiday. It is President's Day. My aunt died today. I'm at work. I hear people move up and down the hallway. I hear them, yet they sound so far away. Maybe it's me who is far away. My body is at work. My heart is with my mama. I got to give her the news just before leaving the house to come here. I got to hold her in my arms and feel her heart beating pain. I let her cry on my shoulder. I wrapped her in love. She reminded me today is the day my dad died 15 years ago. I can't believe it was 15 years today. I know he reached out his hand, helped her transition. She died in her sleep peacefully. On the same day my dad died, so many echoes reminding me this life and these bodies are not all they are made out to be. I feel God near me while my body sits here at this desk and I walk in spirit almost aimlessly, not in this body, not here at all. Native flute music soothing my soul while I hold back tears. My soul is glowing gold and I see a triangle with flames around its edges. I see malachite and a blue globe in the middle of the triangle. I see the blackest night sky and so many flickering lights. I mean stars. I mean you all who are free from this place where bodies take up space until we die, until we become free. My aunt died today, and that's the piece.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Wow. I read it yesterday. I read it when you
Mhm.
posted it. It's so powerful because it's so real, like that you poured out what you needed to in
Mhm.
that moment, in that moment. And I'm glad you did because you were holding on to so much at work and you needed to release.
Mm-hmm.
So praise God for words and poetry
Yes.
and just healing. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Is not hold it in, but release it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And I know not just myself, but I know I'm sure there was an outpour of love being sent your way. And you know that we all
Yeah.
love you and just we're here for you.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
whatever
I
you need and whatever
absolutely
you
feel
need.
it. Yes. Yes. I feel you all wrapping your arms around me and my
Yes, yes,
family. Thank
yes,
you.
girl. Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Um, so this, well, maybe I won't, just to uh, be considerate of language.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're
Thank you very
welcome.
much.
So, in my writing class, we had an assignment. Um, we had an assignment to find a word that was hard, hard to digest, hard to swallow, and that's how this one came about. I sat with the assignment all week. I played with the words, let them roll over my tongue and around my mouth until I found the word hardest to swallow. I mean, I tasted the words sensual, spiritual, dirty, sensitive, yet I savor their memory. Once upon a time, I couldn't swallow them either, yet today is different. Today they taste familiar and comforting. My chest lifts up with pride as they trace my skin, no longer something I shun. They fit me and give me reason to praise the Most High. They remind me that who I am is enough and I deserve to be here. And still, when I put wild in my mouth, my face squinches up like eating a tart lemon. Wild is hard to swallow, hard to accept, hard to allow myself to feel, to embrace, to be, and yet I'm hungry for my wild. Yes, it's mine, my wild, free like spirit, aching to roam and be open, tired of defenses and guarded spaces. I am wild. My wild is the same as sunflowers and dandelions, growing on the side of roadways and open fields. My wild is like mustangs running on the range. I inspire men. Look at Henry. He named a whole car after this wild, associated the engine's power to the fire in the belly of all living things. My wild is intense, hot like fire, but not contained on your stove. You can't tame me. You can't control my direction. I am friends with the wind. I will set your house on fire if I have to. I prefer to work with you. Be what you need to. Pleasure yourself. S'mores don't exist without me. My wild is loving and generous, protective and fierce, allergic to bull, like demons dressed as politicians, swinging axes at God. I want to consume it like a volcano consumes its surroundings, killing death and activating life. How do I allow my wild room to be? How do I allow my wild to be without burning it all down? She says, breathe. You can be wildfire and wildflower. We are both, and there is time and space for both. Spring and rain love us to life, and summer nights give wild spirits space to set souls ablaze into the sky. You are bonfire and chamomile. You are protector and healer. You are lover and mother. You are naked, seduction, and robed prudence. God's first, so who cares what anyone thinks? Do all flowers, do wildflowers ask permission to grow? Do wildfires wait for anyone's approval to burn? Be wild so you can be free.
Mm.
Whole. Love being a woman. Whole. Bossy, magical, and seductive. I choose. I decide when and where to turn up or turn down. Call me the mood setter. I'll tell you what to do.
Mm.
And that is that
Yeah.
piece.
Yes. 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 So beautiful. So beautiful. You're such a great writer. You really are. You are such a great writer. And I love how you take us through that journey through your words and all those just it's like we can envision everything that you're expressing and just we're with you. So I love
Mm,
that. I love that. The imagery is great. It's so
thank you.
beautiful. So yes, yes.
Mm.
You're one of my favorite writers.
Thank you, Mary.
Yes, you're welcome. And thank you so much for being here today, even though you had to face what you had to face yesterday and you were still willing to do that. I mean, that means a lot that you still wanted to go forward. And just that just shows how um, resilient and how brave and how powerful your spirit is
Mm,
and in tune with healing, in tune with how you process things and knowing how to move forward. So that speaks even volumes of your Reiki, like as you as a master, as you as a teacher, because you're
mm,
still breathing through your grief. You're still processing and going through so much, but yet you still wanted to share today. So that's really powerful. That's really beautiful. And thank you for doing that. It means a lot that you're here.
thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.
It's definitely a pleasure for me.
Yes.
Thank you, brother.
So, yes, yes, definitely. Thank you, all the peeps that have been listening. We appreciate them. All the
Yes,
wonderful comments.
thank
So much
you.
love has been being sent your way. I try not to read too much because I want to stay present with whoever's here. And also, I want you to be able to, focus. But we do thank everyone definitely who came through to hear you and support. So we do appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I want you to give an opportunity to share what's up and coming, what's new and exciting, where can people find you? So give us all that good stuff.
Excellente. Um, yeah, so the next thing on my list of events, I have a Reiki 2 class. Um, I am available for Reiki 1 attunements and Reiki 2 attunements anywhere, anytime. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would be honored. You can. Uh, oh, and I also have the great um, honor of getting to speak at an event in May. Um, there's some more details like location and all that to be announced. You can find that information on my website. I'm just gonna type all of that in here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then the next, well, there's actually two big things that are coming up.
Okay.
Um, one is with my friend Ed. He has a nonprofit called Operation Project Hope. And every year for the last, I want to say 10 years, maybe it's longer, they choose a school,
Mm-hmm.
um, usually schools that aren't doing really well and need a little bit of help. And then we go in and beautify the school from head to toe,
Yes.
including affirmations on the wall for the kids to
Yes.
see every day. I am beautiful. I'm intelligent.
Yes.
I matter.
Yep.
All of that, and we also love up on the teachers, and um, it's a really big event. Like a lot of times, there's like 500 people volunteering, and it's a little different because of COVID.
Right.
However, We do have a school that we are going to live up on. It's in El Monte, and that's Saturday, May 14th. I am leading the charge in beautifying the teacher's lounge. So this will be my second time doing that, and I'm stoked. Um, especially being a teacher, that's so important to me.
Yes.
So if you're looking to be a giver, I'm creating a team and would love to have you participate in, you know, some capacity. We need people to paint. We need people to do all kinds of
Yeah.
things. So um, that information is on my website as well, a little bit, and I'll be posting about it. And you can always follow me on Instagram at Soul Knowing Energy Healing. Put that there in the comments as well.
Okay. You put it in the comments then.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um,
okay. Perfect.
yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So in connection with the project in May, we are
Mhm.
hosting a fundraiser. It's going to be a skate party in
Ooh.
Glendale at the Moonlight roller rink, and that'll be Saturday, April 9th. And I'll have more details on that too. All the funds go towards what we need for the project. Paint is kind of crazy expensive, as is everything else with inflation, and um, we it's really a wonderful thing to watch people give, and people do, and companies do. So I'd love to see people come out and skate and um, give to give give to the community and to the kids.
Yes.
hmm
Definitely.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Awesome.
I have some other things up my sleeve. Oh, yeah. Duh. I am I'm facilitating a webinar
Mhm.
on chakras. I don't have a date yet, but you can sign up for that webinar on my
Mhm.
website. The website information is in the comments as well.
Mhm.
Um, just because I've found that a lot of my friends, the people that I meet, don't really understand what chakras are, or people that I work with, even,
Mhm.
with my clients and giving them Reiki. And I'm really big on empowerment,
Mhm.
um, because that's just the way to go.
Yes.
You know, it's great if I can feed you. It's
Yeah.
also great if I show you how to feed yourself.
Absolutely.
Spread it out.
Yeah.
And that's really what this is about. So if you're interested in learning more about chakras and energy points, and getting some basics on how to recognize what's happening in your system, so you
Mhm.
can um, just be more aware of yourself and how other people affect you.
Mhm.
Um, come on, come on to the webinar. It's free and it is for your benefit. And I would love to see your faces.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. Wonderful. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for sharing all of
Thanks
that.
for
We're
being patient with
excited.
me while I got that out.
No, no, it's all good. It's good information. I'm sure everybody's gonna, want to jump on that. So, and how they can help with the fundraising and different aspects and stuff. So
So
those are
much
always good
fun.
things to definitely help. So good to know. Good to know. And look on your
Thank you.
website, all those details,
Yes.
and follow you on IG and Facebook. And so, yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Well, I
Yeah.
gotta say thank you for being my guest on Egyptian Princess 8 Digs into Dreams with the lovely Heather Parker, aka Funky Sunshine. So, and thank you for your lovely words, sharing your
Thank
poetry with
you.
us, and just much love and light to you. The purpose of Dig into Dreams is to allow someone to basically express who they are and share a little bit more internal things because we don't always get to hear that on the mic. You get about
Yeah.
5 minutes, You share your deep poems that you just want to get out, and nobody
Right.
gets to know what's your favorite color. Like, what's your favorite food? Like, I mean, I know it sounds stupid to some people, but it's not stupid. It's important to know what people's favorites are and to
Yeah.
love on people that way once you know it's a favorite. So it's like part of the love languages. So
Yes.
yes. And I'm doing this series to celebrate artists. I'm doing this series to give people their flowers while they're alive. And that's what's
Mm.
important to me, is doing that for this purpose of giving people their flowers here and now, not later. So, that's why book signings are awesome. That's why, celebrating a person's birthday. Those are like once a year, but like having those special moments to celebrate a person is very important as an artist
Yeah.
while they're alive, not after the fact. Because yeah, we're here to celebrate one another, and that's why I'm doing the Dig into Dreams. So I'm so happy I got to celebrate you today, and
Thank
that you were
you.
part of the 22 experience today. So yay.
Yeah.
And we want to just definitely send love and light to everyone who listened and who's going to listen to this later. And it'll go on my YouTube page, so it will be there. Yes. And so definitely, I'm so happy. I'm overjoyed. My heart is full that you were part of the journey today, and we got to share with everyone. So blessings to everyone. Love and light. We thank you for joining us,
Yeah.
and I'll see you all soon next month. My further dig into dreams with some special guests for National Women's Month. Yes.
Woo-hoo.
So I won't say who, but yes. Anyway, so yes, when we get there, we get there. But have a blessed
Amen.
week
You
and the
too.
rest of your February, and definitely pursue your dreams, your visions, and your God-given talents, because that's why you're here. It's not about the 9 to 5. It is about your God-given talents. So
You tell him,
pursue
man.
them.
You
Yes,
tell
yes.
him.
Yes. So definitely, and remember, self-care, self-love first, and then you can pour into everybody else. That was my message in the beginning. And if you didn't hear that part, it was in the beginning. I have this little, message earlier today before we got into all the good juicy stuff with Heather. So if you want to listen to that, please listen to that, because I just wanted to spread some love and light to y'all today. So blessings.
Thank
We say good
you.
night, and we're going to close out together. Peace, everyone. Bye.
Peace. Good night.
Good night.